Welcome to Relationship Marketing. It's holiday time. I'm Sharon Grimm and my co-host is
Carol Ward. And today we're going to be having a little bit of a different webinar because Sharon and I are co-hosting, but our special guest is Sharon.
Hey.
So you get to hear us for the entire 30 minutes. We'll go over the business of SendOutCards and what it's all about for the first 15 minutes, and then we'll give Sharon the last 15 minutes to talk about what she does at holiday time and how she got into using SendOutCards.
Absolutely.
So as we introduced ourselves, I'm Carol Ward. I am a senior manager with SendOutCards, and
I'm Sharon Grimm. I'm an executive with SendOutCards, and we're just going to get going. How's
absolutely.
that? So thank you for joining us. The information that we're going to share with you today can change your life, not only financially, but emotionally. Trick is, you actually have to apply it.
Yeah, that would kind of be helpful.
SendOutCards is making a positive impact every single day worldwide. And we simply want you to be a part of it in some fashion without changing anything you currently do.
Absolutely. And before we get started with the details of it, I just want to give you some background because it's so cool. Cody Bateman, our founder, back in 2003 had this dream, and he's located in Salt Lake City, Utah, where our headquarters is, and we're a member of the Direct Sellers Association. So Cody's dream was to be able to take the offline brick and mortar foundation of the greeting card and gifting company industry and make it an online click and order, just like Amazon did for books, Netflix did for movies, and iTunes did for music. Because these $3 billion companies, they've collapsed the inefficiencies in our marketplace, and they've literally made our lives easier. I don't know about you, but Amazon has a path beaten straight to my front door because they're here pretty much every day. And Netflix, well, binge watching. That's where that term originated because of the way that people have changed their viewing habits and how they go about getting access to their favorite TV shows and movies. And iTunes, well, when's the last time you saw a music store? I have no clue. iTunes has made it so simple. You just click on your phone, download it, and you're listening before you even know it.
SendOutCards is doing the same thing for the greeting card and gifting industry. From the comfort of your home or in your office or out in a park, as long as you get data, you can choose a card, put a message in there, upload a photo, put in a gift, and hit send. And SendOutCards will print it, stuff it, stamp it, and mail it. When I heard that, I was in. How about you, Carol?
Absolutely. That was my killer.
Oh.
Absolutely. If you're going to mail it, I'm in.
Yeah.
So they're part of what is being called the digital revolution. Did you realize that the largest taxi company has no freaking taxis?
Uber.
And the largest telecom company, they don't own any lines.
Skype.
The largest media owner doesn't create the content.
Facebook. Well, you and I do that. And you do too.
Yeah, we definitely do more than our share. The largest movie house, they don't have any cinemas.
Netflix.
And the largest software vendors don't create the apps.
Apple and Google.
And the soon-to-be largest greeting card and gift company has no stores.
SendOutCards.
Just phenomenal.
SendOutCards is the best relationship and the best appreciation marketing program in the world. SendOutCards has sent over 140 million greeting cards and 7 million gifts over the past 13 years. Yeah, in fact, they're #1 user of the United States Postal Stamp. Isn't that cool?
That's so cool. And do you realize that these highly customizable personal cards can be created right on your laptop, computer,
or your smartphone? It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone and an Android phone. You can download that app and put it on there from wherever you're at.
Absolutely. The whole instant gratification life that we're living these days, because people just expect things to happen quickly and on the fly. So just like you're able to look at your social media or go to your email, people even do business on their phones these days.
Absolutely, a ton of it. In fact, our CEO, Cody Bateman, did a little research about that. He went out and did some research and found that 80% of business follow-up falls into 3 basic categories.
Really?
They are, it was nice to meet you, thank you very much, and celebrating the possibilities of us forming a relationship and working together. So we created this amazing first impression kit you're seeing here. Comes in pearl white and satin black in those 3 cards. It's super easy to send these cards, right, Carol?
Absolutely. I'm going to run through that so fast for you right now. This is what the app looks like when it comes up on your phone. You simply click on the double envelope, which is our campaigns, and that's where we're hiding these. And we're going to create the First Impressions White New Possibilities card today. Absolutely love this. As soon as I click on that, it pops into the phone, and the beautiful front of it is right there. So I just swipe, and the inside left of the card is where I'm going to be able to put in a picture. Simply take it on the fly or pull it from your catalog or your library, and there you have it. It automatically formats it for you, and that makes it so professional looking. Take a quick swipe again, and here's where you put in your personalized message. We have done a little bit of wordsmithing for you if you want to use that, or please go ahead and put in a message that means something to you and that opportunity that you've just met with. Swipe again, and the back of your card is where you can put your brand. This is your own personal or company brand that you want to put here to be able to identify who you are and what you're all about. And once you've done that, the only thing left is sending it. So you go to your contacts, you click on LJ because that's who we just addressed everything to on the inside. Click on it, and we're going to submit that, and away we go. And look what shows up in the mailbox. What an amazingly beautiful card. And I think that that not only leaves a great first impression, how about a great lasting impression?
Absolutely. It's just gorgeous.
It really is.
And easy.
Yeah, and inexpensive.
Absolutely. That card on our preferred customer plan is only $2.
Really?
Yeah. So let's talk about our plans and packages. That card was 5 points, and you get on the preferred monthly package 100 points a month at $39 per month. And any additional points is 39 cents per point. No commitment.
Nope.
And that's it. And we have 2 other plans to offer you if your budgets are different. We have the retail package at $9.80 a month, 20 points. Pay as you go. The more you buy, the less you pay.
Definitely. And now let me tell you about the other tools that you can bundle together. Because what we've just come up with is that all of these tools that we've been rolling out and showing people, that we want to be able to have people use all of them. So we made bundles that made sense. That First Impressions kit that we just talked about comes in both the marketing and the business bundle, and that alone has a $249 value. So as you can see, the value that we've packed into these bundles is tremendous. The business bundle has a $1,380 value for just $795. The huge differentiator there is that it's a multi-user account. And then the marketing bundle has a $754 value for just $395. And then we have our personal bundle for $195. Now, each one of those bundles has a variety of tools in them. And we want you to get back to whoever it is that sent you here to give you more details and help you decide which one is going to work best for you.
And as you're looking at this, you may think, I know a few people that really could use this. And that's when you want to consider becoming a distributor for an additional $50. It's a $59 annual renewal fee as well. You'll get everything you need, training, back office, and whatnot. And if you add that on to either a marketing bundle or a business bundle, you get a bonus of a distributor follow-up campaign pack, which is worth $100 in itself. And that's where to show you what that includes. It has follow-up campaigns for both your new customers as well as your new distributors.
Right.
And they're gorgeous.
They are beautiful cards.
Yeah.
And we've taken all the work out of it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So as we go through the next 2 slides, we're going to give you a really brief overview of the income opportunity, and you will fall into one of these 4 categories as we continue through. And you're a 1 if you're a customer, you're a 2 if you want to be a referral partner, a 3 as a part-time distributor, or a 4 if you're looking to replace your current income. So let's tell them exactly what kind of money they might be able to make with this.
Absolutely. And on the bundles, we'll just stick with the marketing bundle just to start off with. What you earn, and because it's the most common bundle that we sell, is you can earn up to $335 one-time bonus with that, and up to $195 for those that sell bundles below you. And just simply double those numbers for the business bundles that you sell and have them for the personal bundle. But that's not all. Those are just the one-time bonuses.
Right. Those are, like she said, those are the one-time bonuses. The other way that you can make money is through your residual income. And what residual income means is that monthly subscription or points that your customers buy and that everyone in your organization's customers purchase. So for your personally sponsored customers, you would have a 20% commission on a monthly basis. And for everyone in your organization, depending on how big your organization becomes, is how big your check becomes. So you do the math.
Absolutely. Can add right up.
Yes, it can.
So get started and get back to the person that sent you here and let them know if you're 1, a customer, 2, a referral partner, 3, if you want to work this business part-time on the side, or 4, if you want to replace your current income.
Absolutely. And SendOutCards is currently poised for massive growth. We have international expansion that continues to happen. And do you realize that millions of people are going to experience the positivity and the impact of SendOutCards over the next few years? It's a phenomenal thing that people just really appreciate getting these. So we will be a worldwide household name.
So join us today.
Absolutely. And with that, I wanted to introduce to you Sharon Grimm. Wait, she's already here. And let me just give you a little background on Sharon. Sharon is currently full-time. Oh, she grew up in Groton, Mass. Little false start there. And she has 2 sons. One is 21 years old and a senior at UVM. And her other son is an 18-year-old apprentice electrician. And she's also the wife of 24 years to the infamous Clifford Grimm, who is a brilliant software engineer and a chef by night. So Sharon has been many things over the years, and some of those things include a high school math teacher, accounting assistant. She did an 11-year stint as a stay-at-home mom, and then she landed herself in the marketing area, where most recently she was the director of marketing for Hudson Family Dental, and she had the privilege of retiring from that in April after 5 wonderful years.
Mm-hmm.
And she hired herself full-time in SendOutCards. And she has been in SendOutCards for the last 6 years and is celebrating that anniversary this month. Pretty cool. She enjoys strength training, hiking, hot air ballooning, and going on road trips. She also stays busy as a member of the Hudson Elks. She's an ambassador of the Assabet Valley Chamber of Commerce. She's an affiliate to the Boston International Chapter of Homestagers. She's an executive member of the Metro West Women's Network. And on top of all of that, she's an ambassador of B&I, where she is also a proud member of the 100 Club. So Sharon believes that her success can be attributed to the attitude of follow up and never give up on a bad day. And I think she took that from Jordan Adler, who is a icon in our industry and in our company. Sharon enjoys advising how to create wealth by mastering relationship marketing. So please welcome our newest Massachusetts executive in SendOutCards, Sharon Grimm.
I just want to say it's not the last one.
There will be more to come.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. That was awesome. Thank you, Carol.
Absolutely. And I'm going to just back out of the screen.
All right.
And it's all yours.
So click away. It's holiday time, and I got involved with SendOutCards because of a little situation that happened about 7 years ago. I was doing holiday cards. We ordered them online, and my husband Cliff was on the printing out labels on our laser inkjet printer, and quite frankly, the labels jammed the printer, and he miraculously fixed that. But he told me that next year I'd be handwriting them, or not doing my Christmas cards at all, which truly is not an option to a stay-at-home mom at the time. So thankfully, when I was out there networking, I came across two ladies who told me about SendOutCards. And that's what I mean when I heard that they print it, address it, stamp it, stuff it. I was like, oh, miracle. This is the solution to my problems. And I'm looking over here because that's what Carol is. So in the beginning, this is my very first Christmas card that I created. And let me tell you, the people that received it were probably so very thankful that I stopped doing that mommy brag letter that just kind of like falls out of the envelope and is like gobs of stuff to read. Because if you look here, it's just a couple little sentences about each of us. So it's a nice, quick, almost just like a newsletter article update of what's going on in the family with photos still. So it was a lot of fun. And I just watched the videos. It's so easy to do. Taught it to myself. And I imported the context. It paved the road for the next year, which I didn't even have to do much at all but design the card. And it was such a great feeling not to have to go to the post office to get stamps and pick out the stamps and sit there and stuff, and my back's hurting from leaning over and the glue and I don't miss it at all. You know what I love? I love spending more time with my friends and going shopping and going to parties. It's great. So after about a year of using SendOutCards, I came in, this is last year's card. So just to back up, after a year, I realized what a great opportunity this is, and I started sharing it. So that's when I became a distributor. This is last year's card. So in the beginning, my kids were always young, and they were with me all the time. Well, now I have a senior in college and another one that just graduated high school. It's super hard. So if you notice the picture to the left, on the front of the card, we're not all together because it's tough to get everybody together once they get older, 21 and 18. So you kind of I'm getting better at collaging and just capturing at the moment and doing a quick summary. In the back of the card now we have branding. So that's the joy of the world is simply just an ornament from our Christmas tree. And I just took it and I added some words to it. So it's fun to be able to play with all aspects of the cards now. And let's see what else we got. In 2015, we had a nice family portrait done of all of us, and that just looked beautifully. It's one of my favorite pictures of us as a family. So those beautiful family portraits go so nicely on the front of the card. Inside the card, my son in 2015 helped me write the update, which was a joy to kind of do that with my son and not have to do it by myself. And again, this is like one of the first years we had branding. You can still have the to and the from on the back of the card here, and we just had our contact information on there. So that's a fun one to do. Oh, well, as you know, I used to work at the dental office for 5 years. This was a super fun office photo that we did. Dr. Gelati's in the middle as Santa Claus, and the whole staff is around him kind of as little elves. And it just makes for a very fun card to send to clients, even to team members. And then the back of the card, we have the office lit up at nighttime. So it's actually the dental office itself. It's not like clip art or anything. So it's really personal to be able to create these cards and be able to send notes, even in a business environment. So it's fun to get the team together and put it together, just kind of like they're a family, like you're in the office, just like you're a family as a family. So it's kind of neat. see. Oh, this is a great idea. I got a card like this, and this is what's in the system right now, what you have to choose from for a season's greeting card. But when you opened up the card, the picture on the right, the annual calendar, I got a card like this, and I thought it was brilliant. It was from a lawyer, but it could be from anybody, whether you're in business or personal use. But I kept this card for the whole year. I just stuck it on my wall. I mean, what a great marketing component. And beautiful graphics that's right in our system and SendOutCards. It's right in the Elements feature, and you can just pull it right in. There's others to choose from.
Cool.
What else we have?
I think that the last one is your classic.
Oh, the classic. Well, this is a card that I got. You know, everybody loves their pets, and they are adorable. And sometimes you take the most precious. This is an actual photo, believe it or not. This is a real photo. It's not like dubbed art or anything. Carol took this. Get back here. Of her cat, Guinness. I don't know how he looks so heavenly. Because if anybody knows Guinness,
he's not so
he's
heavenly.
not so sweet. But he looks angelic, doesn't he?
Or evil. Depends on how you look at it.
Was it getting cold that year? But this just made such a great card.
It really did.
I was going
just sitting on the back of the couch, and I'm like, now that's a good picture.
So, I mean, putting your pets in the front of cards is just great, you know.
And I honestly, I've got to tell you that when we first started doing cards with pictures on them, because I don't have children, my husband was like, I don't want to be on a card. So it was like, well, then the freaking cat's going in there. So it's taken a little bit of time, but he's okay with being on them now. But Guinness was one of the first forays into my picture cards. So
I just think it's awesome. It's just a great picture. I love the Christmas tree in the background and everything. So yeah.
So with that, we're just gonna wrap up here. I know a lot about you, Sharon.
Sure.
And I know that how much you absolutely adore your card making. But tell me, have you simplified it over the years?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I noticed in your first card, you had very specific spots and spread out and all of that. And then when you fast forward to last year, it's a little different.
Yeah. Well, first of all, they're not all together. It's everybody's living their separate lives, and it's just a quick little update. And a lot has changed since I first did it. We have Facebook, so people stay connected a little bit more too. So they're pretty much on the pulse of what we're doing. Our kids are pretty well plugged in with family and friends. So just a quick little update. And I know my life is so fast paced, and so isn't everybody else's. Just getting a short note just means a lot more than a longer note.
Right. And I believe that over time you learn to spend, not necessarily that you need to spend less time creating the card, but I think that some people get a little intimidated by the overly creative ones. And just to let them know that it doesn't have to be that crazy, that you've been able to even see that over time, you get a little bit more simplified in your design, right?
Yeah.
That you still get the message across.
Yeah. And what I like, now that we have the app, we didn't when we first did, one of the features I really super like about this, so let's say you had, 127 cards that went out, and all of a sudden you realize, oh, I forgot to send one to my neighbor, a new neighbor that I just met in the last year, right? So they weren't in your contacts from the year before because you didn't know them. And you can just, you used to have to go onto the website and kick off, but now it's like you can just grab your phone because you have the campaign, put the contact in and send it, like when you think of it.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, and that's something else that we didn't touch on here is that when you create a card for the holidays, you create the card once,
right?
And then you push a button and it goes out to 100, 200, 300 people, whoever you pick in your database, and you're done. You just push the button and say, send it to all these people, right?
Absolutely. It's like when you put that final coat of paint in the wall. But you already did all the priming and all that, like the first year, like putting in the contacts and stuff. That's the hard part. But that doesn't even have to be hard. If you have an Excel spreadsheet, goes right in.
Right.
But Carol, next week,
what?
Carol's going to teach us a little bit more about the fun innards.
Next week is going to be another twist on holiday cards, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us.
We really enjoyed having you and talking about holiday cards because it is top of mind. It is that time of year. And, remember, in order for them to get there before Christmas, what's our date?
I believe it's the 15th.
I think it's the December 15th. They must be sent by in order for the post office to guarantee that they will get there by Christmas.
If that's your end game, it could be New Year's and you're all set.
Right. So, but just final tips.
Awesome.
So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate having all of you here today. Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks, Carol.